All right. Far be it to quote a musical, but my favorite musical has always been 1776, which makes me, I guess, strange, and I guess that that also might give you a label. Like I used to love Johnny Tremaine when I was a little kid. That would also give you a bit of a negative label to you now. I guess both of those would make you insanely fascist by some people. But there was a quote in the movie that was, "In all my years, I've never heard, seen, or smelled anything that was so dangerous it couldn't be discussed in open debate." And I really think that that's kind of like where I'm at when I'm 40. Like growing up, like I used to read Johnny Tremaine. Like I said, I read The Crucible. I read 1776. I used to love the musical 1776. I hated the play of The Crucible. Loved the play of The Crucible. Hated the movie The Crucible. Um, but it all kind of comes down to that. Just makes opinions that I guess people would look at as fascist now, because now I'm being told that not only are there things that are so dangerous that you shouldn't be able to say, but there are Christmas songs that are so dangerous that they shan't be heard. Uh, cartoons. There are cartoons that are so dangerous that you shouldn't you shouldn't be allowed to watch the cartoons and Christmas songs and books now. Like the left banned its first books for as long as I can remember. That's usually something you associate with the right, with Republicans, with banning crap like Harry Potter. But now the left is banning their first books now too, which is like shocking to me. Like really, really, absolutely shocking. They've done such a 180 from what they were when I was younger that they've become villainous. Really, become horrible, horrible people. Horribly racist people too. If you read about like the Marines that they beat up, but like history is going to look back at all of this, and they're going to look at this blurred line incident that happened maybe a decade ago on the East Coast at one of the universities on the East Coast, where like off the top of my head, I think they banned it because like there's this big thing in which a DJ was banned and a club shut down, I believe, if I'm remembering this right, because the DJ played the song called Blurred Lines, and I've since listened to it, and I'd object to hearing it myself. It's a really horrible, horrible song, but it was at a club, so they play horrible music there all the time anyway. But they said that it needs to be banned because it was creating an unsafe environment because the song made men rape. And again, I'm from this generation, I guess, Generation X, where like rapists rape, where the individual is the one that commits the crime, and where the media is not. You can't we never blame women for how they dress or how they act. If they're the victim, like someone rapes a woman, you don't blame the victim. You blame the person that did it, the rapist. But now, the same people that are saying don't blame the victim are also saying, but you can blame this song over here. This song can cause men to rape. I don't follow the logic. I've never heard a song like, gonna do some raping. But the conservatives were doing that when I was a teenager. We're like, oh, this video game caused this guy to go kill someone. I've never played a video game where like I've wanted to actively kill someone in real life. Now I've done, I've played video games where I've like Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, I think was the one that was big when I was in college. Like played the hell out of that. Loved killing people in that game. Never once thought I want to go out and do this in real life. Just like Quentin Tarantino, he got a lot of blame back in the day. Never watched a Quentin Tarantino movie and said, I want to go kill someone. I've watched Quentin Tarantino movies and thought, oh, violence is fun to watch. when it's acted out and you know it's not real, wouldn't want to be part of it in real life. They did the same thing with Marilyn Manson, and again, not the best, not the best musician in the world, in my humble opinion. But definitely never listened. Like, I've listened to some of the songs. I love Disposable Teens. Never listened to it and thought, yep, want to go kill people. Or want to go rape people, in the case of Blurred Lines, or the Christmas Baby It's Cold Outside. I've never once heard the song Baby It's Cold Outside and thought, yeah, I'm going to rape someone now. It's not that dangerous. Nothing is that dangerous that it can't be talked about. That's just insane that people out there believe it, and it's insane that people support that. When you really break down to it, nothing is so dangerous that you can't speak about it, that you can't debate it. In fact, when you start saying that something is so dangerous that you can't debate it, that's when it becomes a real threat. And that's you that's becoming the real threat. That's you that's wrong. And but that's, I guess, the situation that we're in life. People think it's dangerous to listen to music because it's going to inspire people to rape. I don't know. I know that was the case with Blurred Lines. I don't think that's the case with Baby It's Cold Outside. I think they just want to ban it to ban it. When I was 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I used to call people conspiracy theorists for saying that there's a war on Christmas because people thought saying Happy Holidays was more polite than Merry Christmas, because you don't know. I mean, it is kind of like, you don't know if they're Jewish, you don't know if they're Muslim, you don't know if they're Sikh, you don't know if they're an atheist. Happy Holidays. It is more polite. Back then, that was kind of a conspiracy theory. But now it's candy canes, it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it's Christmas songs, it's the color green. It's so much that I'm starting to think, you know what? They are systematically attacking Christmas. They want to wage war on a holiday. And Santa Claus has to be a woman or transvestite to be non-offensive now, I believe is what it is. It's just insane. They are doing the things that I used to make fun of the right for believing in. Now it's all coming true. We live in a warped reality, and if you are a part of this crowd that's labeling everything as offensive and evil and yelling ban, 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 you're part of the problem. You really are part of the problem. And if you're taking it a step further and you're putting on a black mask and you're beating up people in the streets because they have a different opinion than you do, instead of trying to debate them, you're the Nazi. That's how they act. It's you that's wrong. So it's a crazy day. I'm have a fiance, so I have to decorate for Christmas for the first time in my life since I moved out of my parents' house. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, the lights are pretty, but anyways, it's too much work. I gotta go finish the rest of the place. All right, cheers.